Okay, let's talk about decode waves. In this question, you are given a messages that contains letter from A to Z and can be encoded into numbers using the following mapping. So A equal to 1, B equal to 2, and C equal to 3, and so on, right? So in this question, you are given the integer string, and you are going to return how many waves that can be decoded. So if you're given 12, you can actually decode into 1 and 2 and 12, right? A, B, and L. So there are two ways. So how about 0? If you're given a string 0, you just return 0. And also 0, 6 is not allowed, so return 0 as well. So let's talk about the base case for DP. So I'm going to create an extra space for my DP. So I'm giving a length of a string plus 1, and the D4 is DP0 equal to 1, and DP1 is actually depending on the first index on the string. So if the index 0 is actually equal to 0, then just return 0. And if that is not 0, just return 1. So I'm going to traverse from the 2 to equal to length and I plus plus. Okay, there's a reason why I use the less than equal. So let's just jump to the Excel example. So if my string is 12, right? So I have default dp0 equal to 1, right? So dp1 is actually depending on the first integer on the string, right? So this is not 0, so it's actually one possible way to decode one integer, the one digit integer. How about dp2? dp2 is actually like you need to grab from one integer and two integer based on your I. So this is actually your I, and you need to grab the substring from this position. So when I equal to 2, so the dp, so one integer will be 2, two integer will be 12, right? So this is actually represent the one integer and two integers. So dp2 is actually equal to dp1 plus dp0, which is 1 plus 1 equal to 2. And if you have longer string, you just need to do the same thing. So let's just back to the example. You definitely know what I'm saying for sure. Let's just keep writing. So I'm going to say in one digit is actually equal to integer dot value of, and that is the substring from I minus 1, because this is only one digit, right? So you only need to subtract by 1 to I. If this is okay, then you can do 2 digit integer dot value of is the substring I minus 2 to I. This is how you actually grab this the 2 digits from the string, right? And I'm going to say if one digit is less than equal to 9 and one digit is greater equal to 1. If this is true, then dpi will just plus equal to dpi minus 1. This is how you actually grab it. So that's an idea for dp for two digit. So if this is less than equal to 26, right? Starting from 26 and 2 digit is greater equal to 10. If this is true, and then dpi is still dpi plus equal to dp I minus 2. So I minus 1 and I minus 2 is actually depending on the one digit and two digit. If this is bound between 1 and 9 and 10 and 26, just grab the dp position, and then when you return, just return the last element in the dp, which is my s dot length, and that will be the entire solution. So let's just run it and see what happened. Okay, so the idea is pretty straightforward. So they just submit it. Okay, so it's not bad, right? It's not bad. So we pass the test. So let's talk about time and space. So for space, you need all of them, right? Stored in every possible way into a DP array, into an array, right? Depending on the string, the length of the string, right? So that is all of them, and time is actually all of them as well, because you traverse from actually 2 to the end, so which is 0 to the end, so all of them as well. And I hope you get it, and really looking forward for the next video, and just this question is pretty hard for sure. I'm not able to do it quickly, so just good luck.